Welcome to Sharp Elbows. I'm your host, Wild Will West. This program is new, I am new, and now you are new. I know everything, except when I don't know anything. You don't know anything, except when you know everything. But for the time being, and for this show's purposes, I know it all. Except when I don't. Welcome to the premiere episode of Sharp Elbows, a program that delves into the inner workings of the mind, where deep thought triumphs over the shallow and mundane. Sharp Elbows will not lower our standards to appeal to the easily entertained. Today we are taking a break from the constant barrage of depressing news stories and hateful comments that batter our well-being daily. We begin the show by spending some easy, peaceful time with the downer woodpecker as he completes his last supper.
I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, the president's Christmas message there, it's a disgrace.
A lot of them don't even understand how they got away with it for so many years. I'll say to Angela, and I'll say to many of the other leaders, I'm friends with all of them, I'll say, how did this ever happen? And they sort of go like, I can't believe it either. They can't believe it. Just like that, perfect. You can hold on to my feet if you want. You can hold on to my legs if you want.
For your demanding hair needs, the answer, my friend, is Blowing in the Wind salons. Blowing in the Wind salons can fix 2 years of damage in just 2 minutes. We can build big, beautiful, plush hair. Our salons successfully produce 30% more hair mass. Big hair, bigger styles. Keep it up longer with our new Stay Erect hair rinse. We may use harmful chemicals, but we increase hair strength by 90%. Blowing in the Wind salons use molten lava to strengthen your hair color. Color stays fresh up to 10 years later, so you stay bolder and brighter for longer. Blowing in the Wind salon experts create new looks while building the confidence of our valuable clients. Your hair will be healthier than you are, thanks to Blowing in the Wind salon. This is They Say from the Sharp Elbows News Desk. There's breaking news in China. For that we go to Some Say, based in Yubenhan, China. This is Some Say from Yubenhan, China. A tremendous epidemic of hearing loss is raging across China like brown people rage across the southern border of the U.S. Portugal, a neighbor to both China and the U.S., is also threatened with this epidemic. A woman named Chen entered the hospital to be examined after she woke up realizing she couldn't recall the sweet nothings her boyfriend whispered in her ear the night before. Just not a thing there. Chen was examined by Dr. Peking Duck. The doctor did some peeking and then he ducked. Anyways, he examined her once, twice, 3, maybe 4 times before he checked her ears. The doctor says Chen does indeed suffer from hearing loss. But don't we all? After closer examination, Duck decided Chen definitely was suffering from hearing loss called remote slope loss. Or, as people can speak correctly, say, remote slope loss, which is the opposite of ski slope loss. Just ask anybody at Peek and Peek, they'll tell you. Dr. Duck said things that may cause reverse slope hearing loss are stress, inner ear fluids, or ear hair that is far too curly and traps the sound. Yes, that's what he said. Only one person out of 12,000 people suffering hearing loss has reverse slope loss. It just doesn't happen. Dr. Duck decided that the coarse, curled up ear hairs inside her inner ear were the reason she could not hear. So he used forceps to reach in and remove the hairs one at a time, if you can just imagine. Doink! Dr. Duck feels that Chen will make a full and wonderful recovery to her original state of health, which was not good. What can you say? Just was not good. So, we wish Chen the best of luck. This is Some Say reporting from Yubenhan, China. Back to you, Danny. That was an excellent report by our ace reporter, Some Say, based in Yubenhan, China. The news from Washington is U.S. Representative Michael Kelly, Republican, 16th District, Pennsylvania, remains champion of the world. For more details, return to I Say in Silver Spring, Maryland. I Thanks, Day. This is I Say reporting from Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia. Taxation without representation. U.S. Representative Mike Kelly, Republican, 16th District, Pennsylvania, has retained his title as Trump's best ass kisser. It was a very tough competition, but Kelly, an experienced ass kisser from way back, used his experience to defeat competitor U.S. Representative Glenn G.T. Thompson, Republican in 13th District, Pennsylvania. It was a tough race, but Kelly, using his vast experience, edged out Thompson by an eyebrow. It was that close. A photo finish, one might say. Representative Kelly said his vast experience of kissing Trump's wide and ample ass saved the day for him. Thompson is and always will be extremely competitive when it comes to winning the Trump ass-kissing race. He is a determined competitor. He loves to kiss Trump's ass as much as I do. Maybe more. He's just not fast enough. GT said MK is the reigning champ of kissing Trump's ass. Experience definitely was a big asset. Trump said it was a tremendous, fabulous, stupendous ass-kissing race. The best he's ever seen, the best he's ever felt. After all, who wouldn't want to kiss the biggest ass in USA? This is what makes America great. Kiss away. Well, Representative Thompson remains in the news as he and his fellow Republicans visit the Oval Office to witness President Trump sign the Crooked Trump Endeavors Act. This act bans all investigations into Trump, his family, his second family, his third family, bastard child. There will be no investigation into Trump or his family's finances, taxes, beliefs, non-beliefs, experiences, payroll, more taxes, more taxes. This act also bans any investigation into Trump's connection to Russia, be it Putin, be it their KGB, be it their whorehouses, be it with agents, no investigation whatsoever. And there'll also be no investigation into why Eric was left in Russia when they visited. Trump said after the ceremony, "I wish everyone could be as charming, intelligent, good-looking, and strong like GT. He is just a tremendous, tremendous athlete and supporter of my jock." This is I Say, reporting from Silver Spring, Maryland. Back to you, Faye. That was I Say from Silver Spring, Maryland, reporting on the ass-kissing race between Representative Mike Kelly and Representative Glenn Thompson, both of Pennsylvania. Excellent reporting, I. This says here, explain WTF. Well, WTF just might be an incoherent rant by myself, people say. I'm going to range from all kinds of topics, be it politics, social commentary, politics, social commentary, love life, politics, their love life, politics, Trump's love life, politics, and everything else. I might even put in a little bit on sports, but don't count on it. Everybody's got to have a little help when they get started. This is my help. So, cheers and good luck to you and to me. over the lips, over the gums, look out stomach, here it comes. Wow. Good stuff. We'll talk about myself. Don't have much to say, so we'll move on to another subject. First of all, we'll talk about Trump. He is such an easy target to make fun of because he is such a buffoon. Anything he does is hysterical if it wasn't so bad for our country. So let's get started on this imbecile. First, the fact that Trump thinks immigration along the southern border is a national emergency, crisis, is just absolutely absurd. Immigration numbers have dropped consistently. There are fewer Hispanics entering the country now than ever before. I think, let me check the facts on that. The wall. The only wall we need built is the one to surround Trump and his worthless family. I shouldn't say worthless, crooked family. The wall is being pursued by Trump not because it was just a campaign promise, but it's his idea of keeping the brown people out of our white country. His white country, that is. As you may know, he cannot stand brown people, whether it's from the southern border or from the Middle East. But he certainly views Mexicans and Latin Americans as a deep, dark threat. Why? Who knows? The jobs that the Mexicans or Latin Americans, Hispanics take are not jobs wanted by white people. We are too good for that. Leave that for the lowly Hispanics. They do not pose a risk to us, except on extremely rare occasion. They do not blow up planes, they do not blow up embassies, they do not commit mass murders, they do not bomb everything they can see, they do not threaten airlines. They come here to work hard and get ahead and prosper. America's dream. The biggest threat from immigrants may come from China. They come here, steal our secrets, steal our patents, just try to rob us blind. The largest number of illegal immigrants in the United States are actually from Canada. And for some reason, that doesn't seem to bother Trump. Might it be because they are, quote, the right people, as he likes to say? I had a tendency to let it slide when people voted for Trump, even though if anyone paid attention, he was a low-life, crooked scumbag from the get-go. Racist, slimy, robber, just worthless. Couldn't trust him as far as you could throw him. And he was proud of that fact. But now, 2 years later, if you are still supporting that blowhard, you have serious issues with your thought process. Anybody that thinks that this guy is good for our country is completely out of touch and must be watching Fox Noise, because that's what they preach. Worried about the security along our southern border? Just check on Fox. You'll see that the brown people are coming in by the hordes and forming caravan after caravan after caravan, just to, quote, invade our country, bringing along murderers, rapists, thieves, anything you can think of. Maybe a baseball player or soccer player too, that would be nice. But these people are not that dangerous. They're good people. They are hard-working people. They need jobs. They want jobs. They aren't getting in here because they know somebody or have a pocket full of money and a house full of money and everything else that comes along with that. They just want to come here, work, and provide for their family. I personally do not feel threatened by that. And anybody that does has got problems. Back to the supporters of Trump. What do you like about him? His ability to lie day after day after day after day after day. His ability to shit on people. His ability to renege on deals. His ability to be a loudmouth, bigoted jerk. What do you like about this guy? He doesn't have a single good quality about him. Maybe you like his hair, I don't know. Maybe you like the way he puckers his lips when he kisses Putin's ass. Speaking of Putin, what happened to you Republicans who hated the Russians, the evil empire, Ronald Reagan, rah, rah, rah. Now we got Republicans kissing Putin's ass. You have senators and congressmen voting to eliminate the sanctions we have against Russia. Why do we have those sanctions? Well, let's look at some of the deals that Russia has pulled. You have them messing around in the Ukraine. You have them messing around in Syria. You have them shooting down jet airliners. You have them invading countries. They've murdered journalists. What's not to like? Trump wants to be an autocrat, dictator, son of a gun, like, let's say Putin, Erdogan of Turkey. Has no empathy for anybody. He hasn't shown his taxes. If his taxes came out, you'd find out how crooked this slime ball actually is. And I don't know why his supporters cannot see this stuff. It just oozes out of them like Trump steak. Every cabinet member, every staff member that has worked for Trump cannot escape Trump steak. It just smothers them, covers them 100%. You can smell it when they're on the TV, it's so bad. You've got Betsy DeVos, our education person. It's Trump stink galore. It should be titled Non-Education under her guidance. She wants to eliminate anything good that was done by the Department of Education. She wants to deny protection to female students who may have been raped on campus. No problem. Whatever they say will be okay. We don't need to investigate it. She wants to penalize people who applied for student loans. Geez, speaking of student loans, my God. Student loans are such a rip-off program, and now DeVos wants to eliminate any chance of people with student loans getting out of debt. There's not going to be any debt forgiveness from DeVos. I mean, just imagine this kind of student loans. I know somebody personally, very personally. Whoa. Yes, very personally. Anyway, I had a $10,000 student loan by the time I graduated from Southern Illinois with a degree in photojournalism and minor in political science. That $10,000 debt was still $11,000 in 2015 after I had paid more than $20,000 on a $10,000 debt. That is simply wrong. You pay twice what you borrowed, it's paid. I don't care. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be forgiven. Or it shouldn't be allowed. That's worse than loan sharking.
Take it up.
Yeah.
I hit her.
How do you think your first shot hit her in the gut?
I'm pretty sure you can only count there on honey eggs.
Oh, shoot the sable. Which one you like?
The one on the left, Doc.
Fire in the hole, ready?
Yep.
But he's not down. Come on, man.
Good. Just wait. That's the back. Shoot him again.
Yeah, hit him again. Hit him again.
What's going on? Anchored, right there. He's not even moving. Wait a minute, wait a minute. He's crawling into the bush. Let me find him first. Check him out. Yeah, he's moving towards the left. Okay, fire in the hole. Shoot him. Take it. Good. Wait, he's going. Carol, you see him going? Okay. And stops him here. Take the shot. Oh, he's magnificent. He looks so good in the scope. Ready?
Yeah. That's it. We can hear that a couple hundred miles away. There. Oh, pow. Good. On aim. That's it, my friend.